One of my friends was like, oh man, look, somebody lost some weave. And I was like, oh, they lost some weave. And it dawned on me like, oh, that's my hair.
My craziest hair experience, I was getting ready to go to a concert in Miami. It's like a 3-day festival. And I'm like, I know the look I want to give. I wanted a like tall ponytail. So I go and the lady, she does my hair, and I wanted this silver twine wrapped around my ponytail. So she's tying it, she's like, are you okay? Is it too tight? I told her, no, it's fine. Like, I'm the type of person, beauty is pain, I'll stick through it so I can give a look. As soon as I left her, I went to the gas station, I got an Excedrin, and the pain wore off for a second. But as that peel wore off, the pain came back, and I was like, I'll be okay, maybe it's the first day, maybe it'll get better the next day. Flew, went to my trip. It got to the point like I cried. I was like, this hurts so bad, I never cry. Everybody thought I was being dramatic. They were like, you're just being dramatic. It's fine, it does not hurt that bad. So I pushed through it. When it was time to take my hair out, I had a scab in the middle of my hair. She literally basically like pulled my scalp out. Like I had a scab in the middle of my head, a little bald spot and everything. And once everybody saw that I had a scab, they're like, I'm so sorry. But that by far was my worst experience. But I was gonna keep the ponytail because I had to give a look. I looked cute the weekend though. It was worth the pain.
Okay, guys, I said I would never share this story, but we're gonna go for it. Okay, so I went to school at the best HBCU, Tuskegee University. Yes, I said the best. No Howard, y'all don't come in my DMs. So I was at Tuskegee, and I had a perm at the time, my freshman year, and I said to myself, I've seen people get perms 1,000 times. So I was in my dorm room, I went and I got me a box perm, and I thought I can get myself a perm. So I put the perm on my hair like everybody else does, you know how that goes. And you know, I thought I washed it out. Like I went to the sink and then I realized like, you know what, maybe I should take a shower instead of like trying to wash it out in a sink. So I washed my hair out, but I guess I just didn't get the kitchen. So I think the perm was like maybe stuck on my kitchen part because a couple days later I went like this and like there was nothing back there, right? So I'm like, oh man, what am I gonna do? I ain't got no hair in the back of my head, but the rest of it was laid. So it's like, I had to like figure it out. So I decided that I was gonna like glue some hair in the back. And then, y'all don't judge me, okay? I was a broke college student, I had to figure it out. I was on my own, couldn't call mama, nobody, no, there was no money, right? So I decided that I was going to, you know, figure out how to like make this. It wasn't that much, y'all, it was probably like this much. So that's like 2 good tracks, right? So I didn't have any money to like buy a pack of hair for 2 tracks. So I went to my friend and I asked her for some and I got some, but then guess what? Y'all know when you sweat, I mean, that's kind of where the sweat ends up being. So like we have this thing called the yard, and like every Friday we would go out to the yard. And I'm a freshman at this point, you know, I was trying to pledge my sorority. So I was just like trying to be in the back of things. So I'm from Ohio and I'm in Alabama heat, right? So I guess the track didn't like that it had nothing to grip because again, I lost all of my hair in the back because I didn't know what I was doing. So long story short, one of the tracks ended up on the ground and I didn't know. One of my friends was like, oh man,